up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabsome besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. I know we've been doing a lot of mermaid content lately. I mean, it is Mermaid. But to break it up, I was working on remodeling our wooden box rooms. But it's taking longer than expected. So we're gonna take a break and go back to the mermaids. We've made fabric tails and hot glue mermaid tails. In the comments, many of you wanted to know if we could combine the two and get the flexibility of a fabric tail with hot glue fins. So that's what we're gonna do. And we're going to try to do this project with some easy to find materials, like headbands. You know I love making doll stuff out of headbands. I picked this one up at Five Below. It's nice and stretchy. It has a tie-dye pattern and the fabric is pretty smooth. This one is also a double headband, so we're getting a lot of material here. It was $3.25. This one was also $3.25. It has a knot on one end. It's made out of a stretchy t-shirt material. It only stretches one way. It doesn't stretch out to the sides. This one doesn't stretch out to the sides either. Just that way. I found these tie-dye headbands at the Dollar Tree. They were $1.25 each, and it looks like we are getting a little bit of stretch in both directions. But on this headband, the fabric has like a little turn in the middle, so we're only getting that much fabric for our tail, which might be enough. We have a pastel tie-dye headband, a blue and white one, and blue and peach. I like the pattern on this one. I'm using a Barbie color reveal doll as a model. Hair is out the way and she is ready to go. Let's start with the headband from Five Below. This one has the most material, so if we make a mistake, we can always try again. I use a seam ripper to open the headband, and we end up with two long tubes of fabric. This one headband could probably give you like 4 mermaid tails, if it works. Let's take one and turn it inside out. Place the doll in the tube. I fold over the top edge, move the seam to the back, move the top edge to the hips, pinch the fabric to be snug on the doll. I use a few pins to hold it in place, going all the way down and enclosing the feet to hopefully get that mermaid shape. Then I use a needle and thread to sew a straight stitch all the way down. This is a pretty rough stitch, it's just my guide. Now I'm going to remove the pins. I remove it from the doll. Then we can go back and hand stitch it again, this time being a little neater, or use a sewing machine. Place it on the doll to make sure it fits, then trim off the excess. Remove it from the doll. This is kind of snug, but remember, this is our first one and we are learning. Flip it inside out, try it on the doll to make sure it fits. It looks pretty good. However, I think I made it a little tighter than I wanted. So let's do it again. Good thing we have extra fabric. I'm gonna try to make a pattern by using my first tail and trace it onto a piece of paper. Here it is with the seam allowance and the fold down at the top. Let's sketch the seam allowance, which is going to be a little less than 1/4 of an inch because we want a little extra space. I copied it onto cardstock, cut it out, and we're going to remove the seam allowance. I place it onto our headband, trace around it with chalk, marking where we need to fold it down, fold it over, make sure it matches up, and redraw any lines if needed. Let's sew directly onto the line. I tried to do some fancy stitching, but decided to just stick with a straight stitch. Cut it out, and it worked pretty good. I have a little space at the top, so we're just gonna pinch it and sew it so it contours to the body. And now we have the fabric part of our tail. It doesn't take a lot of fabric, so let's try the dollar store headbands. With this, we get 2 wide strips and 1 thin one. The wide strips look long enough for our tail. Yeah, it worked! We can take the thinner strip, it has a little bit of stretch to it, move the seam near one of the sides, wrap it around the doll's chest, remove it from the doll, and sew a straight line to make a matching tube top. Make the little gather at the top of the tail, and we can do one to the tube top, giving us the base of our mermaid tail and a top. And there is enough headband left over to make a second one. That's right, 2 tails for $1.25. I took the fabric from our first failed mermaid tail and made a matching tube top. Oh, but this dollar store headband turned mermaid tail is probably my favorite. I'm loving those markings. As of right now, I think the dollar store mermaid tail is a little easier than the Five Below. This fabric is pretty soft, it lays thin, it doesn't create a lot of bulk, and making the tops is pretty easy since there was already a piece sewn to that size. Plus, with all of the material, we can make 2 mermaid tails for $1.25. That's about 63 cents each. With this Five Below headband, we could have gotten 4 tails if we hadn't made any mistakes, at 81 cents a piece. However, we might or might not have been able to get tops. Enough talking, let's get started on the hot glue. On a piece of paper, we're gonna sketch out our fin design. But first, I fold the paper in half. Then on the fold, we sketch half of the fin. Then darken it with a pencil, fold the paper the other way, rub over the pencil marks so they transfer to the other side. I went over it with a marker, then erased all of the pencil. Let's take our silicone mat. I bought this on Amazon, and we're gonna lay it with the good side facing down, right over the paper. I can see the drawing underneath. Then we go over it with hot glue, doing our best to follow the lines and fill in. I'm doing some really thin lines, and I'm just going to try to cover the areas that are outside of the spines. I think that's what they're called. I did the smaller ones as well and allow them to cool. Go over it with a second layer. Once cooled, peel it from the mat, and we should have a clear fin. Use scissors to trim it and make the edges nice and neat. Paint it. I'm adding a little blue acrylic paint. We can also add painted details to the fabric tail. I'm using a pearly paint to just make little dots. Let's add a few dots to the fins and use more pearly paint for a little shine. Once everything is dry, glue the fin to the bottom of the tail, right under the doll's feet, and we're using a little hot glue to hold it in place. Glue the smaller fins onto the sides, touch up the paint to complete our fabric mermaid tail with hot glue fins, so we can turn our made-to-move mermaid sisters back into mermaids whenever we want. And they've got flexible tails. And of course, you can choose to make the mermaids' tails match their original looks. I'm just placing them on whatever doll I want. Here is our Dollar Tree headband mermaid tail. It's blue and rose gold. This is a project you can easily make in a day, so get creative and have fun. Thank you for joining us while we made new mermaid tails. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye!